Welcome back to the Kingdom Wayfinder, and today we are going to be talking about Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which was revealed a couple of days ago at the Sony PlayStation conference. I'm going to call it the Sony PlayStation conference because I want it to be authentic, to keep the E3 memory alive. So yeah, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was, to me personally, the best reveal at the Future of Gaming events that Sony held. Obviously, besides the console being shown off in its glory, the best game to me personally that was revealed was Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and I really have a lot to say about it because this game looks awesome, and it's looking, to me personally, this is really, from the gameplay we've gotten, I do have an analysis video that you will be seeing on Monday, but this is really looking like the best Ratchet and Clank game ever made. I know that's a little bold because crack in time exists, but this is looking very, very, very good. Like really good stuff. So let's just get into what this game is about from what we know so far, like what we can gather, because the details on this game are very scarce. So let's begin. So Dr. Nefarious seems to be back, as we saw at the end of the trailer, and I feel, and it's pretty much obvious, he had a hand in with the dimensions collapsing on one another, because as you can see when you watch the reveal trailer or when you're watching the gameplay that was shown off, you can see a bunch of dimension rifts opening and closing, which are basically portals to different planets. And what's really cool about this is that you can constantly go through those portals to go to different planets on the fly, just like that, which is really, really cool. I'm very much liking that. And from a plot standpoint of the game, it seems that Nefarious has won. He's succeeded, or at least in what seems to be, he succeeded in an alternate universe. I'm not too sure because we don't know what's going on with this female Lombax, which was at the end of the trailer, which I will be talking about in a quick bit. But what's really interesting is how Ratchet and Clank get separated. Now, they've been separated before. That's something that's happened, but it seems to be going to a much bigger scale because Ratchet is seemingly stranded, quote unquote, on one planet, while Clank is stranded on another. But with that being said, of course they would be able to, keep going through these dimension rifts, trying to find each other and whatnot. But I'm very intrigued with the story. The story is looking really good. Now, obviously, two main protagonists being separated isn't anything new that we've seen in narrative storytelling, but the way they're going to go about it, obviously I am very interested in how they're going to do it. But the main innovation of the game is the constant world switching, and this was only achievable because of the PlayStation 5's SSD, which basically gave us faster loading times. So it's really cool. You can just, when you watch the trailer and you just see Ratchet just constantly going through different worlds. Like at one point he's in this he's in like this prehistoric world. He's riding a snail and then he falls off the snail, goes through one of the dimension rifts, and then he's in this futuristic looking place, and then he goes through it again, and then he's in this Star Wars looking area, and he's on the top of a dragon, which is really cool. And then he's going through a city, which is looking like the city from Jak and Daxter, more specifically Jak 2 and Jak 3. And then he's in this place with space pirates. My favorite part of the trailer, where the space pirates are trying to get this Kraken off their ship, and that's where Ratchet and Clank get separated because Clank falls off his back. He goes through one of the dimension rifts, and of course, boom, he's separated, but he finds that female Lombax. And let's talk about the female Lombax. This is where the story from a speculative standpoint gets really interesting, and this is what mainly everyone's talking about with the game, is the female Lombax, because for years Ratchet has believed, and we have believed, that he was the last of his kind. He was the last Lombax, but now we have this female Lombax in the mix who just shows up. So are there going to be more Lombaxes? We don't know, but I'm very curious where they're going to go with this. I'm kind of hoping they don't go with the whole love interest thing, because I could see that happening. You know, Ratchet falls for her, or she falls for Ratchet, and then they end up together. I don't know. If it happens, it happens. I just personally hope they don't go with that, but it is what it is. We'll have to see. But enough of that. The game looks awesome. I am very much liking what this game has to offer so far. And you will see it in my video on the analysis of the footage, and you might even see it on screen, where he's using, even in combat, he's using the rifts to his advantage. He's pulling them in, he's dodging enemy attacks, or he's using it to get to other areas. It's really, really good stuff. So I really can't wait for this game. We don't have a release date yet. We don't know if it's going to be coming holiday 2020 like Spider-Man Miles Morales is. Honestly, I really do hope it's a launch title for the PlayStation 5, because that would be, in my opinion, a gigantic win for Sony to have that at launch, Spider-Man Miles Morales at launch, and potentially Crash Bandicoot all at launch. That is just to me personally, and we don't even know the rest of the launch titles yet, that would be the best launch title in any console's history of all time. Like, I would literally say that the PS5's launch titles, or just launch in general, would be unmatched. So, with that being said, we don't have a release date yet, but I have been hearing there's rumors that a state of play is being set for August. So maybe we might get the release date there. We don't know. But I'm very excited to see where they go with this, because this game looks awesome, as I said. So, with that being said, guys, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart? Are you going to get it? Are you not going to get it? Are you going to wait until the PS5 is a little cheaper? Even though we don't even know what the price of the PS5 is yet. All I know is that this game is a day one for me, that's for sure. So expect a lot of videos on this game. This is going to be one of the main focuses on the channel this year. So that is it, and I'll see you all in the next one.